What's up, my dudes? My name is Sister Turley, and this is the track review of Elite Concepts 2016 Private SX Training. So, this is one of those tracks where on the outside it might not look amazing, it might not really look like anything special, but as far as on track goes, this track is freaking legendary, dude. Like, it's amazing. This rhythm section right here, my god, it's crazy. I'm gonna say this right now, that's probably my most favorite rhythm section on any Supercross track ever before. Like, just as far as regular Supercross track goes, that's amazing, man. I don't know, it's just perfect. Like, it's not too hard of a rhythm section, but if you hit everything perfect, you can like jump it all in 3 jumps, and I don't know, man, it's just perfect on how like it all makes sense. Like, when you hit the gas from one jump, it's not like you're completely over jumping the rhythm or something. It all just like makes sense with how the bikes work and stuff. I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain, but that is one fun rhythm section, man. And yeah, it is a simple track though, as far as off track and the trees and everything. Pretty basic design, but man, I don't know, it's one of those where you kind of got to ride on it to really understand why it's fun, because just some people just know how to make the actual on track right. It's a hard thing to learn, and it's just, but once you do that part of it, honestly, the off track is just kind of scenery. It's just like, oh yeah, that looks good, but when you actually get the on track part right, that's what really makes a track fun, man. It really is. So yeah, you do like a triple quad, and then I don't know if they'd consider that last jump like a quad or a 5 or what, but it's amazing, man. Especially when you're on a 450, you can just rop, and then you just go in the air, rop again, and rop again. Here I am speaking my legendary brap language, but no, I don't know, dude. It's just so much fun. The triples feel right. The little double right here is pretty cool, and you have this one section. I don't know if I actually hit it right here, I might have crashed, but you can launch this sucker all the way. You can huck it all the way to there. It's probably not even worth it, you know. It's one of those where I'm probably just showing off a little bit hitting it, but like I'm saying, if you're trying to go fast on the track, I probably wouldn't hit that jump right there. It's one of those where, yeah, you can hit it every once in a while on a 450, but probably not even worth it. You're probably getting way too much air time right there, and yeah, that's one of those things. But because you can actually like let off right there and do, I think it's like some sort of, it's got a kind of a weird tabletop, almost like a camelback kind of vibe going on, where you can kind of short jump it a little bit, and then you hit that double instead of like launching it 300 foot in the air and wasting all that time in the air. So yeah, but this triple right here is a lot of fun too. You can get it whipped over pretty good, and I don't know, man, I love rhythm sections like this. That's probably my favorite thing as far as like motocross, supercross, any of that goes, is actual rhythm sections. When you get them, when somebody gets them right, where like they're tricky, but they're not so hard that it's like you hit it like once every 10 laps. I don't like the rhythm sections like that. I like the ones where if you can do it right, you can do it every lap. You know, if you can really get it down, then it's possible to do it every lap. Not like so difficult where you just there's like a 10% chance to hit it, and a lot of times there's sections like that. But that's kind of how this jump is right here. You got to have perfect traction out of that corner and really be able to carry your speed to hit that jump. I really don't think it's one of those not even really meant to be hit like that, but I mean, you can do it if you're trying to show off. And yeah, but if you're racing or something on this track, I would recommend to not hit that, because somebody that's not hitting it is going to land quicker and probably pass you right there. Even though you're hitting like, you know, 100 foot more of a jump right there, they're still probably going to pass you. So now the actual trees on this track are, let me play this back in some third person. The trees on this track are actually statues, so you can run into them. There is collision, and it does actually cause a little bit, like if your PC is not just amazing, it's going to cause a little bit of stutter here and there for my PC anyways. I can't really talk for everybody, but anytime I get like a ton of bigger statues like that, like a tree or something really high detailed like that, it seems to do that for me. Like, it gives me a slight little stutter, but it's not bad. I mean, you can tell he hasn't really done much more than just the trees and then a couple little grass billboards here and there, so it's not bad. But it's one of those things where, I don't know, like if you don't have the best PC, anytime you get like statues and stuff, a ton of statues on a track, it will cause a little bit of lag. Check that out, dude. Oh my goodness, boner rare. Like, oh, that's crazy. I gotta look at that from a different view. That is just an insane jump, and it's not even worth it. I mean, you can see, I may not be able to see it through all these trees, but it is just crazy. Look how far that is for the amount of distance. That is insane, dude. Look, like, you get that amount of distance, and then it's like, oh my gosh, let me back this up. All the trees are getting in my way here, boys. So, okay, so you get that amount of distance. Look at the freaking, oh my gosh. I did not realize how far I was actually jumping right there. That is crazy, bro. Let me take this back a little bit. Look at this. Come out of that corner, and it's just launch it, dude. That is insane. That you might actually save a little bit of time there. I don't know. You know, most people would jump that and land like you would. Let me get over here. You would jump that, okay, and then you just kind of land right here on this little triple deal and then double out, or you can jump all the way. That is crazy. Honestly, I really did not think that I was jumping that far. I didn't think it was that big of a jump, but you got to think, look at how far. That's at least 100 to 150 foot from like a amount of distance to hit it is like the Supercross triples or something, and you're jumping like 150 foot. That is just crazy. Look at that. Oh goodness, in the air for like 5 seconds there. It's crazy, but it's a fun one, man. It's one of those where if you can hit it, it's a lot of fun, but I'm just saying it's not one of those I would hit if you're trying to like run consistent laps or something like that. For sure wouldn't do that. So but yeah, definitely a fun track. The ground decal, everything's just pretty solid. Like nothing looks horrible, but it is a pretty simple track. You got to remember that. So as you can see off the track, just kind of little rolling hills in the background and nothing too crazy special. But like I said, as far as on track, it's a ton of fun, man. And this rhythm section right here, triple, quad, then that's either quad or 5 jump. I think that's actually would be considered a 5 jump if you count the tabletop as being like 2 landings or whatever. But yeah, it's a lot of fun, man. Definitely a fun track. So I'm going to say that rhythm section over there, I'm definitely giving it an 11 overall. I mean, it's fun, man. I'm telling you, this rhythm section is probably my most favorite rhythm section ever on a Supercross track. It's crazy, man. So yeah, I would say, God, look at that jump. That is insane. Going over the berm over there. I would say the track overall, I would give it I'm going to give it a solid 7 overall. And I'm going to say the difficulty, I'm going to say some of these, like that rhythm section, if you really want to hit it right, it's going to be tricky, man. And these triples are not like just medium-sized triples. I mean, they're pretty solid big, so I would say hard difficulty. So anyways, I appreciate all of you watching these videos, and I'll keep on making them. Peace.